Barley, barley, barley. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails. We're up against it, folks. We're in the finals, and we're at rank 51. We're trying to get into the top 25. My opponent has a crazy roster and has some really cool and crazy and effective team comps. So, here's the situation. We're up against Sigo Maru from a really good Territory War Guild, and they have about 500k more GP than I do. They've had a lot of success lifetime-wise as well in GAC. So here's where the parity kind of breaks down, though, guys. Look at the 6-dot mods up top. He's over 600 more of them than me. And then look at his like plus 25. So I'm like kind of close. I'm in the same ballpark. But then right below that, the 20 to 24 range, he has 151, and I have 87. Below that, the 15 to 19 range for speed, my 212 is like barely over the halfway mark to his 400. So his roster is extremely well modded. It's a crazy amount of, we'll say, investment to get to that point, and no judgment whatsoever, but this is some really awesome modding, and the relics are also really good. He has over 200 more relic levels, including 7 at relic 9, whereas I only have 2. So there's some slight imbalance here, but that's the new GAC system, like it or not. Here's the defenses that I placed. I put 3 Galactic Legends on defense this time. Only 3, because after scouting for a while, he only puts 2 Galactic Legends on defense sometimes, but man, he gets holds like crazy because of his crazy team comps, and I wanted to have a little more flexibility. I was confident that the teams that I placed were going to mess with him to the point that maybe I would steal banners if not get holds. So here's what he placed in front. Look at this, guys, on the bottom zone. Look at his dash team. Look who's there. He's got Han and Chewie. He's got Cat there. Look at his Qui-Gon Jinn team right above it. It's got Qui-Gon. It has Anakin. Oh, there's another Anakin. Just pure madness, guys. This is crazy. It's Ki-Adi-Mundi. He has Relic 9 General Kenobi, and then of course he has Starkiller. He has a Bando team. Just pretty nuts, guys. Just the Mara is what, 357 speed, I believe. So that means Starkiller gives her another 70, so she's at 300 or 427, something like that. I mean, you can't outspeed that team, really. Not really. And then up top, he's got an oIden team with the Omicron, and a really fast Jango team with Gideon there. And Gideon just happens to be 1 speed faster than my troopers are, even after their bonus, so that's good. There's the Mon Mothma team with a super duper fast Kylo, or whatever his name is. Not Kylo, but Kyle Katarn. Kylo Katarn. And he's got the 1 Galactic Legend showing. This is up top with Lord Vader with this is like the anti-Galactic Legend count. This is a very strong defensive setup, and look at all those relics on it. It's just crazy. There's a lot of relics on this. So before we jump into the fighting, which I promise is actually quite exciting, please, guys, we're trying to mount the algorithm. I would really appreciate it if we could like, sub, or comment. All 3 would be so awesome. I really appreciate you guys for doing it. This channel's been growing a lot, and we're still trying to grow it, That's what she said. But I really appreciate you guys, and if you could help me out, I would, for free. It's just free, guys. I would really appreciate it. So without further ado, let's get to the fighting. All right, we got to the wrong place, guys. My apologies. Wow. Massive waste of time. That cost about 5 seconds. All right, first we're going to take on this Qui-Gon Jinn team. So here's the special thing about General Skywalker on this team, guys, is if we do a crit to him, he'll shake all of his debuffs. So we have to be real careful here not to do that. And He also has, gosh, I wish I had the screenshot now. He also has a 165 tenacity on Anakin. So that means if we don't get the 2-turn stun with Wrecker, we could just be in huge trouble. So there's a few different things going on. We don't want to crit General Skywalker, and we don't want to get the we don't want to not stun Anakin Skywalker. It's a mess. So Qui-Gon goes first, but he can't kill Wrecker in one shot. That's fine. You get the Dispel from Echo, who's the next fastest, and then we get the stun on everyone but Qui-Gon, which is fine. Now here's the part that's scary, guys. If we crit their General Skywalker, do we stun? Does the stun still land, or what would happen? In addition, can we land the stun on Jedi Knight Anakin? So we did land the stun on Anakin, and we either didn't get the crit. I was looking at Anakin instead with the little stun button that pops up, but I don't know if it crit General Skywalker. I think one way or another. I mean, now we're doing true damage, and we can just take him out. So kind of a waste of really good characters there. But Bad Batch just destroyed it, but it kind of left me shook a little bit. All right, so now we're gonna use Watt with Maul here against the Starkiller team, and watch as my Canderous at 197 speed gets a turn after this. So watch his turn meter grow, because this is fun, guys. He is less than half the speed of Mara Jade here. So the first thing you got to do, even though Old Ben is there and gives us 5 stacks, you have to dispel his taunt, because he is unimportant to the success of this team other than his taunt. You don't want to just kill him, because then you'll give him turn meter. Okay, so Canderous gets his turn and does his AoE, and now it's time to take out Starkiller. So we have 5 stacks, call everyone to assist. Remember, every time we do a big hit, or every time we do a hit, it's a bigger hit. So Starkiller gone. And now I didn't kill him with Maul, so I wanted to take out Visas. And now Mara Jade is there. She's gone, and we have one more hit. Let's take out Palpatine if possible. And Old Ben is sitting there questioning his life, because he's... What would you say you do here? I mean, you had one job, and that was to taunt, dude. Like, to tank, and you're just left alone there with full health. You're not doing your job. All right, guys. So here's the craziness of this squad. Okay, so we can't bring CLS. CLS is on defense, anyways, and. Anyways, so he's got Dash Rendar at 200 or 360 speed, which means he gives himself another 20 speed. In addition to that, we have Vander Chewie, who is at 100k health base. His kit gives him another 80k. Dash Rendar gives him another 20k health. Ahsoka gives him another, what? 50% of his 180k, so another 90k health. Like, he's a tanky fellow. So I decided to bring General Skywalker here, because it was like, okay, so if we can just operate outside of the normal bounds of this team, like we can. So Vander's going to, this is Omicron on Dash, so Vander's going to revive everyone whenever we kill him, except with General Skywalker, we can just take them out without having to worry about reviving. So we can just target Cat. There's no tanks here, so we can just target Cat, and everyone's crazy modded. Everyone's dazed now. They're faster than my Rex. Man, I need to make my Rex faster. Even though he's 311 speed, I was still 7 speed slower. So all right, so they look at that. They killed one of the clones, and Fives sacrificed himself, and then as a super clone, Vander Chewie one-shotted my Rex as a super clone. My Relic 5 Rex. I mean, he's not modded to be super tanky, but I mean, still, it's crazy, guys. I needed my Rex to go so we could get rid of all of those debuffs, and thank goodness that my ARC Trooper just barely survived before he stood up. We need to take out Cat as quickly as we can. Didn't quite get her. I mean, if we load turn meter on these guys, who knows if we can even clear these, even with a Galactic Legend. I mean, these guys will clean up a Galactic Legend, no problem. I mean, this is an expensive team, but man, it's good. It is really good. So, Okay, here's a mistake, guys. I targeted dash, and I can't... he's guarded, so I couldn't actually crit him. If I could have crit him, it would have been a lot better. Okay, so stand back up, have full protection and health. And I'm like, okay, let's kill dash. And then I missed, of course, dash dodged. And, like, what the hell. But, you know, Vander Chewy. Watch for Vander Chewy's crazy damage, guys. And I'm not getting any turns because they're stunning me and stuff. Finally, I get a turn. I'm like, alright. I guess. I thought for a while here. Like, what should we do here? Hit the guy who's guarded. I recognized after I hit dash earlier that I shouldn't have hit him because he was guarded. But Han was by far the closest to death, and I wasn't gonna last too long. I didn't think I could actually take out Chewie. I mean, he's even got bonus protection. So, go against Han here. Thank goodness we took him out. Okay, and now, maybe we get enough turns to take out Chewie. Okay, Chewie gone. Yay, maybe we can actually pull this off, guys. And then, look at this. Vander Chewie for the yeet. Alright, so there's only 2 of these guys left, and apparently Dash had just finished with his AoE, so we're bringing in our Night Sisters, and we just need to keep Dash stunned so that he doesn't do his AoE and ruin everything, you know, my banners specifically. Take out Vander, because we don't have a way to prevent revives now, and so, yeah, just keep working on Dash. I mean, he's fast, but as long as you keep him stun locked, you're good to go. And thankfully, we got all of our banners besides the zombie who didn't carry her. Well, she carried her weight in other ways, but gosh, we failed on that dash team with General Skywalker. My General Skywalker is well modded. It's just Cat is so good with that team. It's crazy, guys. All right, so here's a Bando team, and I'm ashamed to say, guys, I need to develop a counter to this team because there's not even Nest here. I think we could just do it with Emperor Palpatine and Mara, but I didn't know that at the time. So, you know, more fool me, sure. But as it stands, I mean, we're wasting a bounty hunter team. Like a Zam bounty hunter team on this version is just not that great, frankly, guys. I'm sorry to say, it's just not that great. So we want to keep their veteran Han from taking turns. We're in stealth, so we can take a shot at him without him hitting us back, which is what we want. And now look at how little damage this does to Zalbar. She does her big hit. She's got like 4. I mean, she's not modded immaculately. No, not everyone can be. Well, not on my roster at least. But, you know, she still does some pretty decent damage. So, kind of embarrassing, Aurra. We need more from you. And, alright, so Zam gets her turns. It's kind of fun to see how many turns Zam gets, actually, with all the thermals and everything. She's kind of a fun addition to the team, especially because she does all this extra damage based on her thermals and stuff. I mean, she's getting it based off of her Omicron, of course, but yeah, Zam is so fun, guys. Super fun. So, one thing I will want to point out, like this team doesn't have any Omicrons, but the other team, so Starkiller had all the Omicrons, and my opponent did outnumber my Omicrons by double. I think I had 4 and he has 8, something like that. This zone had the Starkiller Omicrons. It had the Dash Omicron, and it had the Qui-Gon one. All in the same zone, and then oIden is up top, so all the GAC Omicrons as well. You can't get that without spending money. So, anyways, we get to the bag zone. No Galactic Legends. So he's got 5 Galactic Legends on offense, which is scary. He's got this. Look at this Commander Luke team. So remember, he doesn't have Han and Chewie available, and then he has 3PO on a different team. Oh yeah, on the Jedi Training Rey team below, and then R2-D2 up top with Luke, and then he's got a really stupidly fast Darth Revan with Darth Talon, and just to make things more fun, he's also got Nest in there, just so we can, just to guard against troopers. So good on him, I suppose. So we're going to take out this Lord Vader team up top, and I was like, okay, we got to take Jedi Revan here. This isn't a crutch situation. It's like, if we don't kill these guys, they're just going to, like, I don't want to have to 2-shot this. So we're taking Jedi Revan, and, you know, so we're going to try to ability block everyone. Whoops, click the pause here for a sec. Okay, so if we can get ability block on everyone, that'll prevent Maul from taking a bonus turn. And so we did get ability block on everyone, and here's a here's a massive blunder that I had. Well, not quite yet. We didn't quite blunder. I wanted a minute to think about it. So we're gonna cleanse with Revan. Great. And let's put Master's Training on, I guess, Ki-Adi-Mundi, because he does extra damage and stuff. And then here's the blunder, guys. I could have targeted Darth Vader, and that's what I should have done here. You know, can't target Maul because he's in stealth. No point in targeting Lord Vader, because he'll just heal himself forever until all of his minions are gone. You know, and Royal Guard is readily accessible. We need to take out Darth Vader. But I had it in my mind that Thrawn was more dangerous for some reason. And he is, granted, quite dangerous. He can do a lot of things for that team. But, okay, killed Thrawn. Great. But you'll see that Darth Vader is going to cause some amount of discomfort for myself, at least. As you'll see. You'll see, guys. You'll see. You'll pay for that. No, you won't. I may, though. Okay, so Maul's doing his thing, and he hit... one thing that's really unfortunate is he also, Jedi Revan, he increased Jedi Revan's cooldowns, which is, like, the least awesome thing. So, okay, we gotta take out Lord Vader, or Darth Vader, right? Okay, so he's at half health. We're good, except, you know, he's ability blocked. He's kind of under control, but Lord Vader's about to take his turn, and we're still behind this taunt from Royal Guard, and so, you know, need to work on my ultimate as well. And I think this was also a blunder, because I healed here. I think I should have worked on my ultimate there, is what I should have done. Because it gets kind of down to the wire, guys. And, okay, so Royal Guard is, you know, down to half health, and we need to work on Darth Vader, I guess. So we're going to send Ki-Adi-Mundi. Look at how close we got. But we didn't kill Darth Vader, and Jedi Revan didn't kill him. And now he's got his ult, and look at all these dots that are going on here, folks. Nothing awesome about this, and Vader is healed all the way full, and we can target him though. So Ki-Adi-Mundi's like, yay, I can kill Vader, except Ki-Adi-Mundi didn't, and look at how close we are to our ultimate, guys. We are very close, but Jedi Revan's gone, and now, you know, we're ability blocked, and we can't pop our ult, so we heal a little bit from Hoda, and let's see. Okay, Ki-Adi-Mundi gets a turn. Yay! So let's get another heal from Hoda. That's good. And then, you know, Shakti dies. Hoda dies. It's like, okay, let's pop the ult, I guess. You know, and you know, everyone dies. And I'll just say this, guys. I think I made two mistakes, and they had so many relics that we just, you know, I'm owning my mistakes for sure. I could have played it better, but. On the no but I made mistakes. I just want to point out their enormous relic levels on this team is what did us in. Like we just couldn't take them out. Like that, it was just this toppling, this totally ridiculous situation of, you know, I couldn't get through them. So we're taking, you know, man, if I had killed Darth Vader instead, that would have been so awesome. But we're taking Supreme Leader Kylo here, and you know. We're trying to clean them up, obviously, and I didn't think armor was actually going to do that much good for me here, so decided to just take Supreme Leader Kylo with full First Order. Let's see how this goes. So took out Maul here, and you know, let's try to take out Darth Vader. Dear Lord, we just cannot take this dude out. He's just healing so much, and he's even contributing to Lord Vader's. I swear, man, I need to look at how his Darth Vader is modded. And actually, watch how Darth Vader, like, he just heals all the way, the entire way. So, tried to steal some mastery, and I think people were saying that you can get, like, negative mastery or something. I don't know. One way or another, we're close to our ult again, actually. So that's pretty fancy of us. But, like, how do you kill Darth Vader, guys? I mean, he's an issue. He's a problem. But, alright, so do the AoE. Get some more mastery. Pop our ult here pretty soon. I don't really want to be taunting with Kylo, because I want him to live. So, okay, finally killed Vader, thank goodness. And we'll do our AoEs, and we're not doing any damage to the Royal Guard, because it's a Relic 9 tanky AF Royal Guard. We're doing all these swipes at 240 stacks, so our mastery is just through the roof at this point, guys. And Royal Guard is still just there, because Relic 9 Royal Guard. I swear, guys, so after this fight, the first thing I did, actually, well, no. the first thing I did was resolve to there's our last banner. Resolve to put Relic 8 on Royal Guard, and now he is for the next week. So finally got through a ruinous amount of banners lost to Lord Vader, guys. Okay, so now we're taking Starkiller here, and I think this is overkill. But we're taking Starkiller here against this oIden Versio team, and they're all stupidly well modded, and I'm still awkward trying to face this team. I don't really know. I haven't watched anyone try to counter them, really. I guess I've seen a couple things, but you know, these guys all have AoEs for the most part. The Magna Guard and Death Trooper, and then randomly we just yeeted whoever that was off the board. So that was fancy of us, of course. It's a Snow Trooper, yeah. So there goes Magma Trooper, and okay, so here's, at this point I realized I have the situation under control. So we're going to do science for a sec. This is what we're doing here, guys, because I wanted to find out. You know, we have time, and I didn't feel like I was at risk. So the idea is we want to kill oIden Versio while she has her has Isolate up, because if we put Isolate onto, let's say, Darth Sion, or onto Boba Fett or Jango while they have their buff to revive, then they can't revive. And so I was like, well, I know she doesn't have a buff on her, but will this prevent her from reviving? Just like the others, and it did not. I even said it on the stream. I was like, well, this is just science, guys, but we have time, you know, we have the control for it, and, you know, we're just going to see if you know, this will work, because otherwise it's probably wise to to just hold our time, bide our time, because once we summon that Star Destroyer, kill both of them, then we heal to full health and get all health and protection and get all of our banners. So, alright, he has this really fast Darth Revan team, just stupidly fast, but, I mean, he's not as fast as my Galactic Legend, and so the other thing is they're not pure Sith Empire, and the only two that do real damage, honestly, is Darth Revan and Basti, and there's a lot of things to be concerned about here potentially. But if you can get to the point where you link them, they can't crit you, the two who are linked, and so you know, they have ability block and they have shock, so you can't heal your health. No one makes me heal my own health, but I mean, you eventually can. You know, you can still heal your protection even through the shock if you have it. And yeah, I mean, once you get to here, you just hope that Basti doesn't wise up. You know, she puts that ability block up, and that's scary, right? I mean, if they just continuously deny you the ability to use your ult, then you could be screwed. But she's not smart enough to realize that. And okay, so I'm just biding my time just a little bit here, guys. And then I realized doing this doesn't, I mean, I guess it stops them from critting, but I just wanted to heal up. I mean, we can't get our protection back, but we can heal our health. And we get 68, so, you know, use our Galactic Legends. Yay for that. We probably didn't need all of the Galactic Legends here. Alright, now we have Dash. My Dash team isn't as fancy as his, but, you know, he's got a really good Jedi Training Raid team, and, I mean, we may as well just go for it, though, right? I mean, the Dash is, I hesitate to call it a hard counter. I mean, I have some decent relic levels on everyone, but I'm trying to kind of, like, play with my food so that we can get healing immunity off of some of these guys. Like, if they could just kill YOLO, it would reset him so he doesn't have healing immunity, and that would be great. But as it stands, I mean, we gotta keep moving. We also, you know, if they start trying to kill Vander Chewie, who knows how this guy's modded his stuff? He's crazy, man. we don't need anything, any nonsense from him. So let's just finish it off. See how much damage Vander can do. All right, he did about 95k damage, something like that. At Relic 5, so yeah, 64 banners, that's fine. This is really pretty efficient so far, besides that fail on Lord Vader, which I realized was, as I said, ruinous. But alright, he's got again a ruinously fast Kyle Katarn here, and you can see these guys are just taking all the turns, and it's scary. But I mean, as long as B2 continues to get a word in edgewise, you can eventually kind of wrestle control away from them, especially if they get a kill on someone. But I mean, even then, I mean, B2 is going every turn in between when they're going, because they're triggering his unique. And so look at all the buff immunity they have now, because my opponent did not mod them for tenacity, which I think that's kind of an important aspect to this team, is putting a lot of tenacity on them, because then they have tenacity sharing. Now you'll note that, I say that in every video, but B1 targets someone who doesn't have target lock, and everyone else targets someone who does have target lock. So we're hitting Pow because he had full turn meter, or just about, and then we're hitting someone with target lock there, putting the extortion. Look, that's the first turn that Nute took. It finally extorted someone, so that's good. Take out Kyle here, Mr. Katarn, and it's looking good for us, at least. Hopefully Mon Mothma doesn't revive anyone, and she doesn't. She dies of sadness instead. Drop 3 banners against the really good Mon Mothma team, and kind of cruising at this point. He's got this Commander Luke team. It's pretty weird, and but I mean, we do have our Jedi Luke here at least, and so that's fancy. So look at this, but Luke at this, guys. We actually reduced the speed on Chupio, Commander Luke, and Xaereth just by like my 240 something speed Luke, but we didn't reduce the speed on R2D2. Like, for some reason he has a really slow R2D2, probably to make it so that you get the stun out last, or the smoke out last after everyone has already taken a turn. Then you can stealth everyone. Okay, so we took out Baze, because Baze is, he's going crazy with all his turn meter gain, because we're getting so many buffs and everything. And not to mention his synergy and his passive taunt and everything. And yeah, and now we want to take out Chupio, because Chupio is going to start killing people. Now there's 2 who are dead, right? So if he does his AoE, it could really do a lot of damage to us. So they're getting a lot of turn meter here, and they kill someone else, so that's scary. And so you'll note that we need to revive with Jolie as much as we can, as soon as we can. So I'm calling Jolie to assist, because I want Jolie to do damage so that he reduces his own cooldowns. That's kind of the trick. Instead of calling someone to assist there when he has 2 cooldown, now we're able to reduce it to 0. So next time Jolie takes a turn, he'll be able to revive whoever it was that died. Someone died. I'm sure someone died. Old Ben back from the grave here. And yeah, can we heal Old Ben a bit? Tried to play with my food just a little bit. Okay, we got the mass assist here. That heals. It doesn't heal protection quite enough, but 63 here with a non-Jedi Revan Jedi team. So, all right, cleared the bottom, and now all he has is this bounty hunter team. And the bounty hunter team is scary because Gideon is faster than our troopers, even though my Piet is pretty quick. He's 1 speed faster. So the question is, can we take out Boba before, and these guys are all Relic 7 and above, can we take out Boba before, despite our handicap there with the minus offense and everything from Gideon? And the answer is very yes. We took him out super quick and easy. And then we even got a kill with Piet's AoE and got fear on everyone just in case. But the fear didn't actually come into play here that much, because everyone's just getting taken out. I was like, oh, let's put a stagger on Dengar just to be a dick. So out of spite, But like, the guy's already stunned and doomed. Let's stagger him too, All right, so got through his squads. Only failed. We failed twice on the team, and one, Lord Vader was horrifyingly bad. So we've got a chance to maybe turn the tides, because if we can get a 1-shot on his Malevolence, or on his Executor with Malevolence, then we'll be able to, maybe force a fail on us, and therefore we'll win. So, we lost the RNG there battle. We had to target had to target Razor Crest instead of Xanadu Blood, which is always such a downer. TIE Fighter pilot's gone. Everyone's melting. It's fine, I guess. You know, just need to get to our ult if we can. Try to take out Razor Crest, but we can't because now the buff is gone. And it's like, I don't know. The buzz droids on Xanadu Blood, like, they keep populating. It looks like he has buzz droids, but they're not there. It's a bug, and it's faking us out. It's really frustrating, guys. I try not to be too critical of CG on these videos. I really, really wish that they would get rid of that buzz droid thing. Okay, so Spy should have used his big mass assist there, because then obviously, like, he just got swatted, which, I mean, that's on me, right? I mean, that is my fault, but it doesn't make me happy that you know. And again, I'm like, oh, maybe we'll get an assist on Xanadu Blood because of those buzz droids, but we didn't, and we didn't even get our ult, so yay for that. But their final attack was with the big mass assist from Executors, so let's do Raddus here, because they can't do a big swarm attack immediately on our, you know, on any of our ships. And I'm trying to figure out, we want to do the middle ability here, and it would help Poe a little bit, but I really want Falcon to get a turn. So, and it gives turn meter there. So, poor old Poe bit the dust, but so did Xanadu Blood, so yay for that. Hooray. And now we've got Clone Sergeant in, and, you know, do the hit on Houndstooth, do all this stuff. Alright, let's, you know, that we've dispelled their buffs and everything, may as well just keep working on Razor Crest. And there was this moment of disappointment where I was like, oh, I thought I killed him, but, you know, he has his, whatever it's called, Bounty Hunter's Resolve in space, and things aren't, I mean, it's like, gosh, can we live? Can we survive long enough? I mean, we really need another turn. Oh man, okay, so another resistance ship is gone, and our Falcon's not looking great. Can do the AoE here, and thank goodness Raddus can pound Executor's hindquarters for a little bit, and yeah, so they did kill enough of our ships, though, that probably not going to actually emerge victorious from this fight unless we can get Houndstooth down. But I was like, you know what, let's take the rest of these guys out first if we can, because Houndstooth we can maybe wrestle down with all the exposes from Ghost. That's why I like to bring Ghost here. Well, and I like to have one AoE that's not from the Falcon. But look at this, they got their contract thing with all the target lock and breach, even without Executor present, and that spelled certain doom for our hero. So I have to triple shot this team. But first, let's go take out this weird Tarkin fleet. And so we've got Finalizer, because this is a pretty, what I was told by chat, and I need to practice against this, is a really fast gauntlet, by the way. I was thinking I would like to try my Rebels here. And, like, in hindsight, I think Rebels might have been fine. I'm not entirely sure, but here's the issue, guys, is that Shuttle passively gives all this protection up to TIE Bomber. So every time we hit TIE Bomber, he's healing just a little bit in the form of getting that protection up. So every time we hit him, we have to work our way through the protection up first, and then we have to, you know, we're hitting the protection. So okay, let's get Sunfek in. If we can just keep this guy stun locked, then we might be good. They've got their Sith bomber that came in, and instead of Darth Vader, that's good. And okay, let's just rip the band-aid off. Silencer's not doing great, but we can just keep going, keep doing this. Let's make TIE Bomber wait. We really want to take this dude out. And I made a mistake. I tried to call the assist, but everyone was dazed, so I didn't even get the chance to target someone. I just lost it. So, you know, plenty of mistakes to be made, though. We all make mistakes in this game. I don't feel like I played particularly poorly this match, actually. In fact, I think I played fairly well in a lot of ways, but Finalizer is an area of focus that I really need to work on, because I don't know it as well as I should. I mean, this is becoming the new meta, though, folks. I mean, people are people, like, the big guilds are starting to use Finalizer more and more, and I don't know. It seems crazy to me, but I mean that's the everyone's multi-shotting all the fleets. Like, the fleet zones are getting so insane that we can't do anything. So, all right, Gauntlet's gone. All hope is gone. We're dead. TIE fighters are finally deployed. We're dead. We get 2 banners though, so yay for that. All right, Rebels. Godspeed, Rebels. Let's take out Darth Vader if we can. We can do the wiggle here because the TIE Bomber died at least. At least we killed the TIE Bomber. And this is a good comp, guys. I mean, against Finalizer, I'm going to feel so foolish having high relic first order TIE pilots, but, you know, if we're going to use it all the time, I guess we're going to do it. So, all right, now we go back to Executor. They don't have a ship anymore, so they don't have any leadership things. Like, all of the stuff that they retained from after we destroyed Executor before, like, remember how I pointed out that they got the locked debuffs on all of my characters and stuff? That doesn't exist anymore. So, okay, here's one thing that I was trying to do, though. I took Chimera here, and Chimera is, you know, if we survive long enough, which we probably will, then we can do our ult and just slag this Houndstooth. And I was like, oh, let's try to do that so we can get max banners here. But then Houndstooth just upped and died, and we dropped, you know, 1 banner. So, at the end of the day, I was really hoping for a 1642, because that would mean my first match was a 1641, or 1640. Second match was a 1641, and then 1642. I mean, we missed it by 1. I was kind of chuckling about it. Pretty bad score, though. Dropped 106 banners. And this guy has 5 Galactic Legends and a ton of other stuff. I mean, he doesn't have a Commander Luke team. He doesn't have a General Skywalker team, though he does have 501st with Shock T, most likely somewhere. He's got a lot of teams, though. Troopers, Bad Batch, everything. So, let's, real quick, let's go and see what the final results were. What do you guys think happened? Curious to know. Let's find out. And unfortunately, folks, we did lose by, I've been telling people by 24, I guess it's by 23 banners. So, unfortunate. He was inefficient, though, in a lot of ways, because the only things he failed at were my ships. He failed once on each fleet. Like, that's just the norm now. Everyone fails on fleets all the time. So, at the end of the day, I mean, you know, and then he one-shot everything else. He didn't fail anywhere else, but he did drop a lot of banners along the way, and honestly, I had, what, 5 fails? He had 2, and I lost by 23. He has this crazy roster. Like, I'm good with this result. It was a lot of fun. This guy had a really cool comp. Like, huge shout out to him. This was a lot of fun to be able to try to figure out these teams, and I won't make the claim that I did figure them out necessarily, but, you know, get to interact with them, and, you know, at the end of the day, this was good. This was a good match, and all it really was, like, if I had been able to use Malevolence to one-shot his Executor, then I would have won. So, you know, it's just one iteration of RNG away. So, you know, no sour grapes or whatever. But, all right, so crazy fun fight, really. The Commander Luke team, I've had bad luck 2 times in a row that my opponent always puts General Grievous on defense until I placed Commander Luke on defense twice in a row, and they had General Grievous available to take him out. So, unfortunate, but, you know, after this fail, still in the top 150. I think I'm number 130 something. So I'm another 20-ish up from where I started last week. If we can keep going 2 and 1 every week, maybe eventually we just get to the top. But we've got some legitimately crazy opponents next week. Looking forward to showing you guys those matches. Hopefully we can continue our unlikely win streaks. This is fun, guys. I've been facing some crazy rosters, and it's gonna continue. There's a few, yeah, in my group. It's gonna be lit. No, it's gonna be good though, guys. So, anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Xaereth prevails. Let me know what your favorite fight was, guys. I'm curious. Let me know all the things that you're thinking. You know, give the bump to the algorithm. Do it, please.